importance of empathy, and I'm not just talking about students in higher education, but in primary schooling as well. How much of a role should that play, and how would you say that that should be inculcated in the classroom so that the problems we see today, whether it being the migration crisis, whether it being racism, the rise of the right wing, all these problems that we see today, they can perhaps be curbed in the future?
That's a good question. I think a lot of this lack of empathy is something we need to focus on, because there's an emphasis on looking after the self, and this pursuit of happiness, for example, is quite a selfish pursuit. I think we need to be looking more at community service and serving others rather than serving ourselves. And that is character building. That is something that we as teachers can encourage young people to look after each other and to look after people in their wider community, whether it's the school or where they live or where they go to work. So that is something we need to be doing more of. I think touching on briefly what Dr. Ray said about the curriculum side of things. Yes, it isn't always an and/or situation. We can have multiple things, but the curriculum is finite. So whatever we add to the curriculum, we take something away. So we always have to consider that. So if we're adding a new subject or a new area, we've got to think, what are we taking away that what are the students going to lose out on if we introduce this?